Volume much lower on Bay Street compared to a normal day, with Wall Street closed for a holiday, though the TSX is about 100 points from its all-time high. And tomorrow we get jobs data on both sides of the border. Now, the U.S. will be especially interesting because there has been all this talk, potentially, about an interest rate cut or two in the U.S., and this jobs report will be the last one before the next Fed meeting at the end of the month. Once Wall Street gets back to business tomorrow, U.S. markets will be starting the day at all-time highs. HBC is reportedly looking at shutting down stores. These reports also say that Canada's oldest retailer is considering restructuring some of its leases with its landlords. Now, these reports come with Executive Chairman Richard Baker attempting to take the company private in a $1.74 billion bid on growing concerns by shareholders, including the fact the chain reported a same-store sales drop of 4.3% in its latest earnings report. Shares in HBC today little changed. Canadians seem to be having trouble with their finances. The latest figures show an uptick in the number of insolvencies among consumers, up 5% between April and May, and then a spike of 8.6% from a year earlier. Now, the data at the same time does show the delinquency rate, or the number of people not paying their bills, is still fairly small. Now, on the plus side, there is very little expectation the Bank of Canada will be raising interest rates anytime soon. And Canadians love their loyalty programs, with data showing we are holding an estimated 175 million loyalty program memberships. Now, on the surface, it's really hard to see a downside here, with offers of free rewards, inside information, and exclusive perks. But the Competition Bureau of Canada says we should always be reading the fine print. Some organizations, it turns out, collect this data about you and then sell it to a third party, which is exactly why Facebook got into trouble. The Competition Bureau says all of this should be laid out in the terms and conditions very clearly, which will help you make an informed decision about any trade-offs for those exclusive perks. I'm Kris McCusker in the 680 Business Center for City News.